Welcome to today's live learning. How do I access wisdom? I'm Peggy O'Neill. I'm the founder of Answering the Call, and the creator of Wisdomary Leading, which is a way of leading our lives, leading organizations, teams, even the country. Yes, even the country with wisdom, meaning knowing that who we truly are, that who we truly are is one being, that we are all source. Other names for that are spirit, consciousness, awareness. God's infinite being is the religious name. And so we start with that, answering that call, that longing to know who we are. Or for me, it wasn't that so much. It's just that something was really missing and I needed to get to the bottom of it. And then I discovered, oh, that's what was missing. That's what I was always looking for without even knowing it, was knowing who I truly was. And then as we know who we truly are, then we can sense that like a secondary call, which is, now how am I going to live this? How do I express this? What is there for me to do in the world? So that's what we do here, answering the call. So thank you. If you are here live, please put in the comments hi. Just say hi that you're here live. And if you're watching this on replay, please put in hashtag replay. If you have any comments or questions at any time, either while we're live or another time, put them in the chat and I will answer them. All right, so let's get started. How do I access wisdom? And today we're going to discover what is meant by accessing wisdom, what you need to let go of to access wisdom, and how to know the oneness you are. So what do I mean by accessing wisdom? First, I'll start with what it's not. It's not listening to our thoughts. For the most part, our thoughts are running commentary on our lives, how we're doing, what's happening. 90% of the thoughts that we pay attention to, we had yesterday and have had for years. So I'm not talking about, so we don't pay attention to any of those thoughts at any time. I know, never. All right. So accessing wisdom means, okay, something else. Where's that wisdom? So it can be what seem like thoughts, but they're going to have a different quality. They're not going to have that judgment, harsh, even running commentary sense about them. They just seem to come out of the blue. I'm sure you've had that experience. I've had it many times, just didn't know what to make of it. But that's the wisdom that's available to us. These just thoughts out of nowhere. Sometimes they don't make any sense at the time. So it's good. Those things come to you. Have a separate journal for that where you just write those things down and occasionally go back and see if there are patterns in them. Another way to think about it is these nudges, just this sense like, there's something for me to know here or to do here, or maybe a book comes to mind, or it's the kind of nudge that we've all had when we thought, oh, I need to call my friend, and then about that time she or he calls you. So it's that sort of thing, those nudges, those just senses. There's something to do, or maybe it's even, it's time for me to be quiet right now, to really be open, those sorts of things. And then also is to be quiet, to spend time occasionally. It could be a minute here or there. It could be an hour or 4 hours here or there. I've done it all. I've done a minute. I've done 4 hours. That might be the longest I've ever meditated or been still like that. But except the time when I was in a weekend workshop that we did that. All right. See, we just be quiet. And what do I mean by that? Is that you sit somewhere comfortably. And I like to close my eyes, and then if there's a mantra to say, then you say that. But basically then it's not when thoughts arise that you relax the focus of attention, that you don't pay any attention to them. They will arise. You cannot stop them. You cannot quiet them. You cannot get rid of them. So despite what anybody's ever told you or you've thought meditation is, you can't get rid of thoughts, cannot quiet your mind. And I'm really not even necessarily talking about meditation. Meditation we tend to think of it as something to do, or we focus on something. And I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is actually relaxing attention from any thoughts not focusing on anything, and just allowing ourselves to allow what is. So the thoughts come and go, emotions come and go, sensations come and go. And so it's just quietly being there, allowing all of that to happen. I mean, it's going to happen anyway, but I mean, being in the sense of allowing, feeling allowing. And when you notice that your attention is going to a thought, emotion, a sensation, relax the focus of attention. And let's see. Okay. So then what you need to let go of to access wisdom. What you need to let go of to access wisdom. A focus on thoughts. Yes. You've got to let go of focusing on thoughts. Also, egoic questions. So often we want an answer from the universe, some sort of wise guidance, and then but it's coming from the ego. Like, I personally want to solve a problem in my life, or I'm afraid of something and want some guidance, or I think I need something, or I have to have something, I want some guidance. So if it's coming from any sort of fear, need, lack, um, like a personal thing, like I've got to know this, I've got to do this, I need some guidance, you're not, you've got to let go of that if you really want wisdom to be available for you. So all right, but let's say you go, but that is an important question, like I need money for this or that or whatever. So the first thing is to set aside, just allow again the thoughts, allow the fears and anxiety, to love the fears and anxiety until you can get to that quiet, peaceful place. And then if you can gently ask for guidance, but now it's coming from a different place. You've sunk back into your essential nature. So you want to make sure that's where you are, and then you can ask, I could really use some help with what to do about my money situation. Okay, now it's from a totally different place. So you just got to let go of trying to ask egoic questions and think you're going to get wise answers. Doesn't happen that way. And then another thing to let go of, it's going to sound odd given this and the way I'm talking, is the belief that there's anything to do to access wisdom. Even though I'm seemingly giving you things to do, really everything I'm suggesting that you do is returning to who you truly are, because who we truly are is meditation. So I'm inviting you again to relax attention from thoughts, relax attention from emotions, not engage the egoic questioning, just pay attention to nudges. Even though that sounds a bit like doing, and yes, it could be like you're doing something, but if you're really present, peaceful, knowing and relaxed in who you truly are, then you will notice nudges. You will not focus on thoughts or the egoic questioning or even the belief that there's anything to do. So that's what to let go of. All right. And then how to know the oneness that you are. How to experience the oneness that you are. Right now, whatever is happening for you, that is the oneness. That is it. There's no experience to get to have, to work toward. It's already here, who you are. Whatever is happening. And the other thing is that oneness actually is not an experience. It's not an experience. All of this is oneness. Whatever is being experienced is oneness. Oneness itself is not an experience, but all of this is oneness. And just allowing yourself to know that you're already oneness, you're already wisdom. How could you not be? You are the universe, which is wisdom, inherently. And that's who you are, is to know you already are wisdom. We just forget that, or maybe never knew that, and so we try to get there, or think we have to do something to get there, and really what there is to do is to not do, is to unlearn, if you will. So it's like this. It's like if we've lived our whole lives clenching our fists like this, and we think this is natural, then for a while, when we realize, oh, this isn't natural, this is what's natural, then it can feel like we're doing something because we're relaxing back into our what's natural. So everything I'm saying is that relaxing back into who you are. So it can feel like you're doing something. All you're doing is unlearning, letting go. By not letting go, that's what's happening by what I'm talking about here today. So the bottom line for how to access wisdom is to allow yourself to know that you already are there. You already are it. And it's thinking that you're not, or that you still need to do something to get there, that is actually in the way, if you will. So I'm going to see if there are any questions or comments. Okay, appears not. So today we discovered what's meant by accessing wisdom, and that's just being present, quiet, open. And you can even be quiet when you're walking down the street or even in a conversation. It's that experience of quiet, of peace. And then you'll just notice a little nudge, a little sensing. Something's happening. Something's available. It could be an insight or as well, or some idea could come to you. And you don't listen to thoughts. And then what you want to let go of is the focus on thoughts, the focus on any egoic question, the belief that there's anything to do, and the belief that you're not already who you are. And you know the oneness that you are because this is it. There's no experience. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do to get there. This is who you are. And as you relax into that, then you relax into the availability of wisdom that's there, that's who you are. So I'll check again if there are any questions or comments. No. Okay, so thank you for being here today. I will post in the next day or two, early next week. I have another complimentary workshop on April. I've forgotten the day. Anyway, I will post it probably tomorrow or over the weekend. And it's about the secrets, the true secrets to how things are created. We're told a lot about how to create things, what to do to create things, what to do to manifest things. We're going to talk about how creation actually occurs, and how for you to be the creative being that you are already. So I hope you'll join us after you get the information. And just message me and I'll send you the Zoom link. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day.